All right, so I am super hot and super sweaty for doing all these testings for you. Thank you to Jackery for sponsoring this video. You're gonna like this 2000 version 2 power station. It is very good news. Let's open this guy up. All right, you can see right here, this is how they box these. They know that it's gonna be tough to be able to get the box out of the box, but they design it so cool. All right, so you got cable. I always love the fact that they brand so well. But y'all, this looks like the same size. Okay, this is rated for 2200 watts. It has a surge of up to 4400 watts. The smaller 1000, I don't know if this makes the 1000 really big or the 2000 perfectly small, like really compact. What you have here is you got a screen, power it on first, okay? You have a light right here. Should have multiple settings, and then strobe, yep, exact same. You have 3 AC plugs right here, and you just power it AC, power it DC, right there and right there. You have your 2 USB-C ports. One is 30 watts, one is 100 watts, and then your old school USB-A port. All right, so what I really love about Jackery, gonna go ahead and pull up their app. Always what I like is the app and everything that you can control here within Jackery. So you have, you can control the light. That's just cool. You can control how long the screen stays on. Then what you can even do, which is the coolest thing, what I really love is that it has a battery saving mode. So basically what this means, so if you can see there without a glare on my phone, is that this is the only company, Jackery is the only company that allows you to do this. It is going to give you 30% more life out of your batteries, because what it does is it keeps your battery in the range. I think it is between 15 to 85%. So on the low end, the battery will only be able to be used down to 15%. And then it will only charge up to 85%. What that's gonna do is extend the battery life of the power station. That's great. One of the worst things you can do is drain it all the way to 0 and keep it topped off at 100% all the time. You wanna stay within that range of 15% to 85%. Here we go. Gonna start testing. It's gonna get loud in here. Currently, that is almost 1,000. Oh, there we go. Jumps up to 1,300 watts, 1,400 watts. I can feel it. Definitely heating up this small space. Not fun. 1,200. Okay, let's go ahead and run a coffee machine. That's 2,100. $26. 2,600 watts. Oh boy. 2,600 watts. I really like this thing and I don't know how to break it and I don't really want to. So I don't know how long it would run at that. Okay, let's see. I really wanted this thing to not break. All right, 2,600. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I killed it. I don't know what I killed it at, but I definitely killed it. So let's go ahead and power it off. But it was cranking at 2,600 watts and it's rated for 2,200 watts with a surge of 4,400. So let's get that powered back on. By itself, the heat gun was running around just under 600 watts. Then I went to that at medium. Then I went to the high. There it goes, it doubled. So it now is at 1,200 watts. So that additional, so it was cranking at 2,600 watts. Then when I added an additional 600 watts going to the high on the heat gun, it went from 2,600 and it said, you know what, I need a break. Let's go ahead and reset. But it peaked and it went ahead and shut off. That's okay, you want it to shut off. You don't want this thing to blow up. You just want it to shut down. You turn it off, you reset it, and it's working. Here's a little light, SOS light. So it's working great, super cool. All that test, and it's still at 24%. So I only dropped it a few percentages by running it at its over max power. No joke, I love this handle. It is so nice. All right, there's the sun right there. That's something that I didn't mention in the early part of this video is Jackery also sent me this Solar Saga 200 portable solar panel. I had one from last year. It's hard to like talk about it because a lot of people give it a hard time because it's proprietary with how it attaches, with how like the connectors hook up, and it might be a little bit slower charging, but y'all, it is so dead simple, easy. Okay, so I always like to charge, at least do my best to keep the power station in the shade. So I have the 2000 version 2 right here in the shade. I have the solar panels right there. We'll see if they'll reach over. So the cables are only a certain length, but to be honest, I've always been able to make it work. It is solar panels for dummies, y'all. All right, so you just plug it in right there. Kelly knows how to do this. You can come over here, plug this one in. There we go, 160 watts, love it. All right, now let's do the second one. Same thing, plug it in, plug it in. There it goes, jumps up to 300 watts. Let me just see real quick if I can get it a little better. We're in the summer, the sun is super high in the sky. Might even be better just to put these things straight on the ground. There we go. Okay, so I just now got an additional 56 watts. So it was at 300 watts, now it is 357. So I would say it is a great success for charging these. You would be able to get, it's like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Texas. I was able to get 160 watts out of these 200 watt panels. Then I have 2 of them and I was able to get it up to 350-ish watts with the 2 of them. So you lose efficiency, that's just how solar panels work, but you can charge with solar. And again, it's so easy. All of my other portable solar panels, y'all, they're a pain in the rear to set up. I just love these panels. And for y'all campers out there, I'm gonna show you why I like them, because it's so easy. You just unplug it, pop that up, and bam, you're ready to go. This thing is done. It's really hot out here testing all this stuff, and all I really want to do is just jump in the pool. Okay, here's the ultimate test. Will this power station run our milk machine? This would be so much easier if this thing will run, because carrying a big power station in and out is just a lot of work. These Jackeries have the best designed handle. Plugged in. Let's go ahead and get the app. Awesome. That is such good news. Just running about 700 watts. I never know what this surge is for this machine, but it must be crazy to be able to start up that compressor. Like only the big power stations are able to run it. But this one works. Yes! Like, It's so awesome. You don't have to like this big old thing that you have to hold like this and carry in front of you. Oh, this is awesome. I'm super happy. Whew. I was worried about it. All right, great news. Turn it off. That is such good news. Oh, that makes me so happy. Caught Kelly hanging out in the garden. So the new Jackery runs the milk machine.
Oh, good.
And it's got...
Milk machine's running?
Yeah, we're great.
That's good.
So this is just a random day, but something that I realized that I want to share with you is how versatile these little power stations are. So I've had this old little Jackery Explorer 300, and it is so great because it's small and it can just plug into little loads. So I am here with my livestock trailer that I need to move, and I don't have a way to get power to this little air compressor. So all I gotta do, plug that in, and there you go. Blowing up the tire. And Jackery has a sale going on for this older model. There's discount links down below. All right, so I am back in the air conditioning. So grateful for that. And let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this power station and who I think this is for. They haven't told me the price on it yet. I know that there's gonna be some Prime deals going on, so I have a lot of information down below. I think things start off for Prime days around July 7th, maybe just in the middle of July. All the details are down below. There's gonna be prices down below in the description and in the pinned comments. All of these types of power stations are a higher priced luxury for most of you. I am very blessed that I can partner with Jackery to be able to share some of these products. I truly believe that if I had these types of products whenever we were first building our homestead, whenever this was raw land, that I would have bought one of these. I don't know which one I would have because it's hard to say based off of income and available funds. I will say this, something like this, the 240 version 2, this guy, we use it every single day, almost all day long. We did not design our house very well where there's a lot of outlets everywhere. It is so easy to grab this, put it on our little ottoman, and then power a device for Kelly and I to watch a show. The kids, whenever they're sick, we bring this little guy in to power devices. I love this little 240 version 2. Can this thing run hardly any appliances? Absolutely not. No way will this little guy run any appliances. So then you're stuck with, do you want to go bigger than this 2000 or do you want to go smaller like the 1000? You guys, I really like the 1000, but I would absolutely upgrade to the 2000 in a heartbeat because of what it can do, the extra power that this thing has for running our milk machine. In my opinion, this one has now become the entry level for home backup. It'll run your refrigerator, it'll run anything that you want, it'll run your living room for multiple days if you add some of the solar panels in there. Would I love for this to be able to charge with more solar? Absolutely. Would I love for Jackery to have more options for charging these types of power stations with other people's solar panels, like having MC4 connectors or any kind of other connector so that you can charge and have just, third-party types of things to be able to charge? Sure, mainly because it would be cool to be able to charge on solar faster, but I honestly just don't care, because I don't think that's what the market's for. If you want that, then what you really want is the Jackery 5000, the full Mamma Jamma home backup. Hopefully someday I can get one of those and I'll share a video with you and I'll do a whole lot of stuff with it. But that's not what this is for. This is for your essential home backup. This is for those couple of days of power going out. This is for your camping. This is for if you're building on raw land and you need to run some power tools. I would have loved to be able to have something like this so that I could have charged all of my Ego 56 volt batteries, those power tools whenever I was chainsawing stuff up here, whenever I was living out of our Honda Pilot. This would have been fantastic for that because I just didn't have any kind of electricity back then. And while I was building on the land, if I had some of those portable solar panels, I'd be able to throw those up, charge this thing, and really just be able to run all day long because you're not running your power tools all day long. You're gonna take a break, you're gonna go get some lunch, you're gonna relax a little bit, and then this guy can recharge and work when you're not working. I think it's great. So it's definitely something for you to check out. Again, Prime Days are coming, so go check all the links down below so that you can see if this is gonna be something that fits your lifestyle and your budget. So thank you again to Jackery. All of the links are down below and in the pinned comment. I'm gonna go jump in the pool now because, yep, it is 105 degrees here in Texas now.